Welcome to the show, everybody. We're about to find out what happens when Richie does the show hopped up on cold meds. Here we go. I am never sick. It's one of the great things about um, myself is that I have the immune system of like a perfect Greek god. However, that failed me this week as,
Yeah, this is your flu game. What did you do to contract this illness?
as I have been slightly under the weather for the last 72 hours or so. But I think we're on the mend. We're getting better. First, I swear I've not had any type of illness in like 2 years because I never go anywhere. I'm literally at home by myself most of the time, so I'm not around people, and it's great because if you're not around people a lot, then you don't have interaction with other people, and who don't wash their hands, and it's great. And then so like I never get sick except for this time I did. I still don't really know why or who I contracted it from. I don't know, but we move on. We're playing a little bit hurt this week. I think do I sound different or do I sound the same?
No, you sound the same to me for the most part. You said you were bouncing back on what we call the substance
Yes.
affectionately here on the show, which
Yeah.
is this is probably something that you shouldn't do, but the last time I had my flu game, which was last year in the summer, when I contracted that mysterious European illness,
Yeah.
Portuguese pneumonia, um, I mixed a liquid IV with an emergency, and it tasted really horrible, but I do think it helped. And I told Richie to do that, and and I don't know what flavors you chose, but hopefully it was better than mine.
Well, I did the smart thing, which is I didn't take them both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I took them I took them at different times during the day. I haven't done my emergency for the day. My 1.5 years expired emergency, by the way.
It's still probably fine. It's powdered vitamin C. Like, what's gonna go
It
bad
is.
in it? It's not
Yeah,
like it's
that's
dairy in the fridge.
exactly. It's capitalism. They just want you to go buy more. Um,
Yeah.
all right. Anyway, let's officially get the show started. I am joined by my co-host and bingo playing bestie Jordan.
And I am joined as always by Mr. Flu Game himself, Richie Flores. Great hat, by the way. Also,
Thank you. Yeah, I don't like wearing this hat all the time, but it's Premier League opening week, and Liverpool are defending champions, and so we got to show up. We got to support the club. Got to support the club, and as they kick off their new season.
I agree.
Lots of changes. I didn't realize that Darwin was sold this week. He's gone now, which is crazy. And Trent gone, obviously. A couple other guys off the squad now, and so they brought in a bunch of new
Lucho,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Luis Diaz, man. I was a big fan of his. Um, and of course the sad passing of Diego Jota as well. So um, yeah, it's gonna be dude. It's gonna be such an emotional game to kick off. I think too, because I'm assuming they're gonna do like a big tribute to Diogo, and they have the I think they put his number or at least a tribute on the jerseys, and they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
nobody's ever gonna wear number 20 again. So yeah, so it's gonna be a very a kind of a emotional season for this team. I think for this squad for a lot of the players who had to play with Diogo and won the championship with Diogo last year. So anyway, yeah, they kick off their season on Friday. By the time this show is out, they will have played their first game and kicked off the Premier League season. So we're back, baby. Baseball season's been absolute shit for me, so we need something good to happen around here.
Oh God, it really feels like we just left Premier League season,
Yeah, they
right?
get no time off.
They don't. Well, and there's so much international stuff going on in the middle too. It's like these players never get very much time off.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 months, and then we're back. It's just like
Yeah.
that's the motorsport season too, because I mean Formula One they're done in December, and then they're back testing in like early February or whatever. I think it's even crazier
Yeah,
this year because they have the
they
new.
do the reveals in like late February and have the first races in mid to late March.
Yeah, and so I think this year's even crazier because they have more. They're gonna do more preseason testing because of the new generation of cars. But anyway, so yeah, shout out to the hat. I had to wear that today to kick off the season. Anyway, what do we got going on today? Do we have anything fun to talk about?
Um, I mean, we have a major Swifty news that dropped last night. But by the time you guys hear this, it will already be several days old. But for
Yeah,
us, it feels like we're convening an emergency meeting of the podcast to talk about this,
yeah, it does. Uh,
which is crazy.
it's true. By the time it gets to you, like it's gonna be old because we're gonna have probably a cover and a release date to which we don't know yet. The only thing we know is that it's coming and we know the title of it. And that's it. And we know that there were yesterday on Tuesday afternoon, there was this countdown that started on Taylor's website. And you and I were texting about it. You texted me about it with a screenshot with the countdown. I was like, man, I'm not clowning this time. Stop your goddamn clowning. It's just going to be another dang merch release.
Yeah, we were reminiscing on the time that we all thought there was going to be something big, and I think it was like Speak Now era, and
hmm
we all thought it was going to be, you know, signed CDs or something crazy, and then it was like a pool floaty and a beach towel, and we were like, "Oh my God, Taylor."
hmm
So, yeah, some of those have worn me down to the point where I was like, "Ah, it's probably nothing. It's just fall merch or it's, you know, something else." And and you said like she's definitely on Kelsey's show, but she isn't announcing anything. And I said capitalism is stronger than my hope for this. And then also, mother raised us this way, derogatory. And then, surprise, it was actually something the one time that we didn't take it seriously. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's what we get. That's really what
That's
we
what we
get.
get. Yeah, the one time we are not clowning, she's like, "Ha, losers! Here's a whole new album coming out. It's called The Life of a Showgirl."
Hmm.
Um, now, here's my gripe with Taylor here. Why did she have to announce this at 12 minutes past midnight? Why couldn't she have done this at 12 minutes past noon?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's the same reason she does all these, you know, double album drops and things. And when there was the Tortured Poets double album drop, it was like 2 a.m. when that, when that second album came out. And I was already 17 tracks deep or something. And it started to feel like a hostage negotiation. It was crazy stuff. And somebody tweeted that something to similar effect today. That was like, you realize you can utilize people's lunch breaks too, right? And not
Mm-hmm.
just people's the middle of the night. But I don't know if she's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll get her there for the next release or whatever. Once she starts going to bed early, she's gonna start wanting to release things early.
So
I don't think she's there yet.
that's so true. I mean, to be fair, we are getting the Kelsey podcast in the middle of the day on Wednesday. So you've
Hmm.
already seen it by now, but side note, over under on how many views that podcast gets in the first 24 hours.
Oh my god. Well, it's gonna be exponentially larger than anything from their previous
Yeah. I'm
audience.
going with 20 million.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels forbidden to me to have access to an hour of Taylor talking. That never happens. It's like we've gotten an exclusive interview.
Actually, you know what would be the funniest thing? You know what would be the funniest thing?
Mm.
If she goes on the Kelsey Brothers podcast and they put out the teaser of her revealing the album, but she doesn't do that until the very end. So the entire show is literally just having Taylor on to talk about the upcoming NFL season, and it's just Taylor talking football for an hour.
I want to know
And then
what
at
she
the
knows.
and then
Yeah,
the last 5 minutes is just the album reveal. I think that would be hilarious because you know what? You know Taylor knows ball. Okay, I
she
want to know
does.
what Taylor's ball knowledge is all about.
I want to
I
know.
want to
Maybe
hear
you
her
can.
breaking down the nickel defense of the San Francisco 49ers. Okay.
Right. I want her to give me a full rundown on what the quarterback's analysis is before the play and how he's reading the safeties and the blitz and the linebackers, and I want her to give me all of her knowledge that she knows about 4-3 versus
Taylor,
3-4
yeah.
versus nickel. and
Taylor, we
cover
were begging you
four.
to tell us about the A gap.
Oh my God. Yeah. Taylor Swift in the A gap. Crazy. That's prime right there. Yeah, maybe she can help me with my fantasy team for this season. I will take into account all of her suggestions if she has them, but I did draft her boyfriend last year and he
Mm-hmm.
was just okay
Yeah.
for me. Some games he was real good, but I will probably be trying to avoid drafting Chiefs players this year at most costs.
Hey, if you listen to
I'll
Colin
certainly not be
Cowherd,
drafting Harrison Bucker.
yeah, if you listen to Colin Cowherd, the Chiefs are over.
I hope so. I'm sick of it. Love you, Taylor, but I'm sick of the Chiefs. Can't
Hold on.
do.
I'm trying to look up the most. I'm trying to see what their most watched video is, like in recent. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I don't even have a guess
Okay,
as to
so
which one
their
that would be.
normal viewage is in like less than 100,000, depending on who they get on the show. But it's less than 100,000. I'm over here. 20 million people are gonna tune in to watch it.
Dude, it's possible, but it's certainly going to be at least a million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, whatever revenue they're making from that podcast is about to
That's
go
gonna
up
go
from
way
just
up
one episode.
to the
Yeah,
moon. It drops
crazy.
at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, or it has dropped by the time you see this. And my midweek Speed Freak show ends at 3 p.m. So I usually get home at around 4ish. So I'm hoping I get
Hmm.
home in time for the drop, or I'll just
Wait,
catch it a few minutes
tomorrow,
later.
Wednesday?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. Yes.
Yes. Okay, I don't know what day of the week it is. I only know that I have plans later in the week, but I don't know what I'm doing for the first half. So I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
you
do
don't
I have
even.
to
Yeah,
leave?
we'll get to
No,
that
no,
in a
I don't have to
second.
leave. We're good.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. It just everything is kind of has gone blurry for Jordan at this point in time. We'll
It's
get to that in a
blurry for
second.
you, I'm sure, much worse. So,
No, that's not. No, that's not true. No, well, no. If I'm on the NyQuil, then yes, that shit knocks me out. Took that at like
that
10
stuff is
o'clock last night,
crazy.
and I was out by 11, and then I couldn't wake up, and then I woke up at like, whatever, and that's why I didn't text you back for a while this morning because I was just like still in a loop from the NyQuil the night
Dude,
before.
I still remember our freshman year of college. We had friends that lived on the same floor as us, and sometimes they would just like come and hang out in our room. One of them one time, direct quote, and I wrote it down because I thought it was so funny, and I'm pretty sure I still have it in my notes app somewhere. But one of our friends on the floor told us that she, quote, took ZQuil for the first time and thought she woke up in the war. I don't know which war, but I was like, oh girl. So remind me not to take that stuff. I have weird dreams on like melatonin. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
melatonin and like if I take my multivitamin too close to bed because it kind of has like one of those it has a magnesium in it, and
Hmm.
sometimes your magnesium gives you crazy dreams. So if I like take that closer to bed, and then if I have to take a little bit of melatonin for whatever reason, it's like all bets are off. All bets are off. It could be the craziest dream you've ever been a part of.
You'll be seeing the Hat Man in due time.
I will be. I'll be squaring up with the Hat Man in the parking lot.
I do have a quick story. Reply the Taylor drop at
Yeah.
midnight last night. So yeah, this happened at 9 p.m. my time. So I was like, all right, cool. Um, I had just finished watching a film last night, and I had actually perfect timing because the film ended like 2 minutes before the drop happened. I ended up watching The Monkey, that movie.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched
The
that one.
Oz Perkins.
Yeah, that one. We'll get to my
Hmm.
review later. But anyway, so I watched that movie. It ended. It was right before the drop, and I was like, oh, and this website crashed, which obviously I think we all expected at this point in time. And so it crashed, and then it took like 3 or 4 minutes to refresh it, and then boom, you can go and you can purchase your your pre as they call it pre-order.
Right.
So I decided to do that. I decided to take my chances and pre-order the vinyl. And unbeknownst to me, when I went to go add to my cart, there was an hour wait to check out.
Hmm.
And being stubborn as I am, I waited the entire hour to buy my dang album, which I could buy at any point intervening in the next whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm too
I bought it
stubborn.
this morning and just signed up and clicked a couple buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But our athletic training student that graduated last year told me that she waited in the same hour-long line, and
Yeah.
it reminded me of the line after Liverpool secured the title that you waited in for merch, and my line after Max won the title. It was like all of these online queues are like just garbage for
It's
stuff.
crazy.
But
It's crazy.
I almost didn't pre-order it, because I'm
Hmm.
like, this lady does 5011 variants of every album.
Yeah.
And I'm not ruling out that this is a double album again. Like, who knows? Somebody was like, there's a double. It's called The Death of a Showgirl. Like,
Yeah.
just throwing stuff out there at this point, just lobbing
Right.
shots. But I'm like, the point that our former student made was that she thought that those of us who had pre-ordered from her in the past, especially pre-ordered Midnights, were maybe ones that got that boost, that ticket boost for the Eras tour or whatever.
Hmm.
So she brought that up and was like, "Hey, just in case there might be a tour on the horizon, like I'm not willing to take my chances and not pre-order this thing and not better my spot in line for it,"
Right. Right.
which was a crazy thought that I had not had, and then I promptly logged on and gave Taylor my credit card information again. So hate it. Every time she does something, I end up sending her $45.
Yes.
45 United States dollars. I'm like, stop doing this. I'm
Capitalism.
broke.
Capitalism.
Capitalism, or I've also just seen take capitalism, but whatever rolls off the tongue better
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. I mean, you are wearing Eras Tour merch at the moment, so.
Well, I was doing it, in honor of the announcement. Figured I had the appropriate apparel.
Mm-hmm. Good call. Good call.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, so there you go. There's Taylor coming out, Life of a Showgirl coming out at some point, intervening in the next few months. We don't really know when. It does say on our website that's your order will ship prior to October the 13th. So we believe somewhere in between now and then is when the album will be released. Well, probably, like I said, by the time this drops, you'll know more than what we know at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And to anybody out there that might be thinking about wanting to do an album release announcement on our podcast, just call us. We're available.
Yeah.
I really do feel like we could do, like, I feel like we could get a guest and we could do a good job with a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Because you and I are fans of all the stuff that we talk about. It's not like we don't typically bring in topics into the podcast space that we are uneducated about.
Correct.
We like all the artists we talk about and all the things that we discuss. So if anybody's publicist wants to get in touch, like, we got you. Don't worry about it. You too could help us double our audience and go from 5 viewers to 10. We'd really appreciate that. Yeah.
Speaking of concerts, we have some important information to share to you, which is that Jordan has spent her entire bankroll, has no money left, living on ice soup for the next 3 months. Why?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say that it was because I made a sizable donation to charity or something, impactful. Something impactful and not just like something I wanted to do that I like spent all my future children's trust fund money on. That's not a thing. But yeah, I bought tickets to go see Tate McRae in Chicago because that's the closest city to here that she's playing. So I shot myself in the foot with this because I didn't realize that she was playing Chicago twice, which is it's a really weird structure that this tour is set up. It's like she did a first run of dates and then announced a big second slate, like additions, and sometimes double down on cities and things like that, but like months apart. And I thought that the only date was this October 21st date in Chicago. Side note, just please come to Indianapolis next time. I don't mind traveling, but please. So I knew that I couldn't make that late October date. Just that's the way that our team schedule works this year, and it wouldn't have been possible. I didn't realize that there was another August 15th date. So saw that one. Also saw that one really late, and it's part of the reason I didn't do the pre-sale or anything like that. So it was like I shot myself in the foot with then resigning myself to my fate of buying resale tickets and seeing how expensive things were going to be. And they're expensive. But by the time this episode airs, I will be there, hopefully living my very best life, and I'll bring back some stories to tell around the campfire later. Yeah.
Tate Summer.
Miss Possessive World Tour. Here we come.
You sent me a text or a message earlier this week, and you sent me a picture of her merch that was available.
Oh yeah.
and you were like, "Hey, do you want me to get you a pair of the Miss Possessive booty shorts?"
Yeah. So just let me know. I'm already gonna wait in line. If you want a pair of the
Jesus.
booty shorts, just let me know. Keychain? Anything? Yeah.
If I'm just the booty shorts are not gonna work on me, my friend. I
Very
don't think
funny. No, but the idea of it is very funny.
Yeah.
It's
There's
serving Catherine Hahn in the rhinestoned naughty pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, there's actually an old picture of me from about over 10 years ago now, and I lost a bet, and I had to wear like
The romper.
yeah, I had to wear romper, yes, but this was previous to that.
Oh,
And I had
okay.
to wear like
Different
women's
incident.
shorts, and that's basically what they were. They were like booty shorts.
Yeah.
Most uncomfortable thing I've been in. And I had to wear that, and I had to wear like I don't know, like a women's shirt or something. And because I was, I was much skinnier back in the day. I was like 20 pounds lighter.
Sure.
I weighed nothing. I was like fresh out of college and much younger. And that picture still exists. I have it somewhere. I don't know. I don't think you've seen it. I'll send it to you so you can see it.
No, I've seen what did we call it? The romp him instead
Yeah.
of the romper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the romp him photo, I think. The pink power suit.
But yeah, so no booty shorts to be had on this show, folks.
All right.
Please.
Well, just let me know if you change your mind.
Unless they're cheap.
No, I'm so sure they're not. Concert merch is not cheap. To buy back your left leg that you sold for the tickets is probably $100 at the concert merch stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. So true. I hope you have a good time. Should be fun.
I hope so.
You tried to convince me. You were like, "Hey, what are you doing on this day?" I'm like, nothing.
Just sort of, I loosely floated that idea. It's not as easy, given that we're back in our own respective states now. But since I'm sort of halfway into converting you to a fan, there are shows in Phoenix in November if you're interested.
Yes.
Yeah, there are
there
two.
is.
They're back-to-back nights, so whichever works best for your schedule. Yeah. You certainly don't have to go, but I do respect that we've now achieved a level where it's like, all right, I'm cool with this. I don't dislike this artist anymore.
I never said I disliked her. I just said it wasn't for me. But,
Yeah.
I do enjoy the videos you send me of her live show though. The one of her exploding in flames is all I can.
A la Paul McCartney explodes. Yeah. Very funny. The ones where she's lately been losing her shoes a lot. I'm like, can we get that straightened out? That's probably not great.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish my radio station used to have free tickets all the time.
Mhm.
We don't get those anymore. But that would be dope. Like, hey, we had an extra ticket to go see Tate. Like, yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah. That would be cool. Well, I mean, there's still time. You still have lots of months, so if you decide to fundraise with online bingo, you can totally do so. I guess we haven't talked about that. I'm up to $27.
$27.
I'm up to $27. At least like my dinner, probably my late night pizza delivery is maybe gonna be covered by online bingo. Yeah, this is the stupidest way I've ever tried to earn money for something, but it is working. But it's like $1 at a time. It's like $1 at a time. It's not worth it. But when you start to get to some of the higher levels, then they start paying you like $2 or $3 at a time. I just hit like two $5 levels.
Yeah.
But now I have to level up like 30 more times or something to make an extra $10, and I don't think I can. I don't think I can get there. I don't think it's for me. I think I'm just gonna hit cash out and walk with my 27.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing. It's so horrible, so horrible that that's what we resorted to is like online bingo and like it's like the slots game within the online bingo.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Somehow I'm good at that one. I don't understand what that is, but somehow I'm good at that one. So I'm winning money. But it's like you win 30 cents per match that you win, you know what I mean? It just is not like you invest $1 of the, bonus money or whatever they give you to start and then you win like $1.30. Like,
Yeah.
awesome. I'm getting net 30 cents every time I win. Like I'm not getting anywhere fast.
Still better than nothing.
Yep. Well, thanks to all the little old ladies in their retirement homes who've decided to play me in online bingo. I appreciate all of you.
All right, let's move on. While we're talking about music, tracks of the week. What do you got?
I got, let's see. Ooh, I got there's a new Good Boy Daisy release. Obviously, shout out. This one is called Chai Tea Baby. Came out on last Friday. I think last Friday. Very good track. Very much in the same vein as Summer Love, which appears to be the direction that they're going with sound for right now. That's a real good track. And then I will also give a shout out to. Hold on, I'm going through my likes on Spotify. I will give a nod to Enjoy the Ride. The band is called Almost Monday. And then I will also. This is not my favorite track off of this record, but I feel like we have to give it to Miss Possessive this week. So there we go.
Miss Possessive, shout out.
3 of them.
My pick is to Lucy Dacus, put out a couple singles this week, Bus Back to Richmond and More Than Friends.
All right. Good tracks. We love Lucy.
Yes, we do. So yeah, those are great songs actually. So yeah, those were previously unreleased. She's been playing them on tour and then actually decided to put them out this week. So both good songs. So those are my picks.
All right. So at Boy Genius, you can in fact release Boyfriends if you recorded it. Just
Yes.
I know we already know all the words, but you can put it out if you want.
Exactly. Just do it as like a charity thing. They've done that in the past, and they put out some songs for put it out on there and Bandcamp or whatever, raise money for charity.
Sure. I think didn't Phoebe do that with Waiting Room periodically?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let's move into Letterboxd Corner. Both of us actually watched a fair bit of movies this week again.
Yeah. Now I feel like I have stakes, right? Like I have to compete against your crazy number of movies watched. And I know I'm not going to keep up, but at least I can keep the deficit from getting too much worse. Ooh, Kat and Chris just watched Freaky Friday.
Oh, the original.
Yeah.
The original. All right, yeah, let me see where is me? There is me. There is my diary. Perfect. Did we? Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about weapons last week, huh? I said
no,
I was going to
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I was going to say I was going to go see it and then I saw it. I'll be my quick non-spoiler version.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was funnier than I thought it was going to be. The way it's like told in like different chapters is really cool. I love the cast. There were some generally creepy moments in this movie. It plays out as my favorite type of horror movie, which is like very creepy, but not outwardly scary, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So there are a few scenes that are like, that are like jump scare type moments or like really scary moments. Um, but yeah, so I didn't like it as much as some other people, only because I was not the biggest fan of like the big reveal at the end and the last like 30 minutes in the movie were kind of didn't quite hit the arrow in the middle on the bullseye for me.
Sure.
But like the very very end of the movie is great. The last 5 minutes are cool. There's still some cool parts, but yeah, that was my biggest gripe with it. I was like, once the big reveal about what's exactly going on, just like, oh, like, and that was a little bit of a letdown for me. But other than that, horror's back, baby. It's been a good year for the horror movies.
All right. Yeah, and it's been a good movie for a good year for original movies
Yes.
like Weapons and Sinners and just the I love when something is a new original direction. And
Yeah.
isn't I believe this is the one that like didn't Jordan Peele fire his management team over like losing the bidding for this
Yeah.
film?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was like that good that he wanted those rights so badly that a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of people got axed because he didn't win the rights to it.
Yes.
Crazy,
Mm-hmm.
crazy. I think that bodes well. If you're the writer and you've created the script and the idea for this and people want it so badly they're willing to go to
Right.
that length, it certainly bodes well.
Yeah. I need to see his first movie too, Barbarian, Zach Krager,
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
and I haven't gotten right. It's on Netflix. I don't have
Hmm.
Netflix, so I can't watch it. But
I will say I think it shares a lot of the same characteristics as what you just described.
right.
Um, Strong premise, and it's not quite what you expect it to be from beginning to end. And I also had just sort of like a question mark reaction to the ending. Was like,
Right.
that's not where I thought that was gonna go. But the same thing, very, very atmospheric, spooky, it gives you a good sense of dread, but it doesn't always then force you into a jump scare. It sort of
Yeah.
lets you sit with that tension a little bit, which is always nice to not just be bombarded with it. Yep.
All right. What else did we watch? What did you watch this week? I had one more that I teased a minute ago, but what did you have
Oh
on
yeah.
there?
Well, I also have a horror, and then if you want to go with the monkey, I guess is horror. it's
Yeah.
it's interesting. Um, yeah, I watched Terrifier. Uh, Bad, actually bad. I gave it 2 stars, and 2 stars for me on Letterboxd puts it in the very elite company of the movie about the beach that makes you old. Just to tell you how much I enjoyed this. The I don't understand because the I've been hearing a lot about Terrifier because it's come up as one of the Halloween Horror Nights mazes this year, and I love the HHN stuff and just following all of that and what the properties are going to be and how things are going to look. And even like every year, if I can't go, I'll just go on YouTube and watch people like walk through the haunted
Yeah.
houses just because I love to see them and the detail that goes into it. But there's been a lot of waves about this house and how good it's going to be and how gory it's going to be, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I'll go and watch the source material for it. It is much of it, I will say much of it instead of most of it, but much of it reads like a college film class assignment. It was very low budget. I think it was like 40 or $50,000, like very low
Mm-hmm.
budget. The plot is essentially non-existent, and what remains of it is very convoluted, and the acting is okay by at least two of the female leads. The acting is okay for from much of the cast. It's not great, but it's people don't watch this trying to get into the acting. They watch it for the clown, for the killer clown.
Yeah.
And I will say about him, his character design very well done. I don't think clowns are scary. That's just never been my thing. Especially not the ones that look traditional. This one's creepy looking. Art's creepy looking. I'll give him that. Very unsettling. And the actor who plays him, I guess, is just a lovely person in real life. And then in this role is possibly the most horrible human to ever exist in that mask. It's very gory, but it's like just gory for the sake of
Yeah.
being disgusting. There's really no advancement. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It also, like, maybe this is just my perception of it, but it does come off a little bit sort of misogynistic. The female characters really don't serve any purpose other than to be killed off, and they don't really help themselves very much. They make lots of stupid decisions. Everyone in this film makes a bad decision. It's just a catalog of people making bad decisions that get them killed. And if you want to watch this just to see the clown run his way through a bunch of people, it does have an impressively high body count for that. So if that's what you're interested in, go for it. It's probably your deal. But there's also Terrifier 2 and 3, and honestly, I can't bring myself to watch either of those next two. I don't think they're going to be any better than the first. I get it. Whatever the purpose is, I get it. And I do understand why I guess we're trying to make Art the Clown into our latest to join, the horror movie icons list or whatever it is, but he certainly doesn't belong among the likes of prior
Right.
slashers. It's like, all right, I think we're just putting him there because he's the newest, but it certainly won't age in the same way that we had Ghostface and Freddy and Michael and Jason, and then the classic Universal monsters were their own era, and just, I don't know. He's the latest, but I don't know if it'll stick. But I guess the
Yeah.
haunted house is supposed to be gross. Like you're gonna get wet, and they're gonna make you
Oh,
believe that it's blood,
that's disgusting.
and it's gonna smell bad. And like I've been to horror nights before, and sometimes they really do overdo it on the smell.
That's disgusting. That's yeah.
Yeah,
No thanks.
yeah.
I will pass on that. Side note: the one with the highest rating on Letterbox is the Terrifier 3.
3. Oh God,
Yeah.
I don't think I can get to 3 though.
No, there's no chance. I ain't watching any of these.
3. Well, and it's like the first one is like an hour and 20 minutes. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I can slog through this. It's 84 minutes. It feels like it. But the second one is like 2 hours, and the third one is like 2 hours.
Oh,
I'm
why?
like, ugh, I just can't. I just can't do it.
Jeez. They're probably gonna
Terrifier
still.
3 is apparently Christmas.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. They're actually showing it as of they're showing it October. They have a showtime scheduled for October 21st of it at the Alamo in Indianapolis.
Somebody
I don't
said
think I'll
so
be watching
disgusting and
this.
disturbing. I had to walk out 125 minutes in.
Oh, that's the runtime of the movie. Very funny.
Yeah.
Good joke. Okay. Gosh darn it.
Another review is shaking my head every time Art kills someone, so the crowd at the theater knows I'm against murder.
Right. Yep. Yes. This one is I mean, oh boy, I would not recommend it. Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 is 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Oh, why is it that long?
And then Terrifier 3 is 2 hours and 5 minutes. Now, I do hear that those are more like an actual movie and less like a low budget film class assignment, but I I don't think I'm brave enough.
No, no thanks. I'm gonna pass on those.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. You know what they remind me of is, you remember the Hostel movies from years ago? Did you ever see those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
a little like
Hostel.
Hostel. It's a little like VHS. If you ever saw
Yeah,
any of those, they're just, and I don't know. I don't really want to compare it to Saw, but like sometimes some of the deaths in Saw were just gross to be gross.
yeah.
And it gave me that in some points in time. I also only saw like one Saw movie because I'm like, I get it. I don't need 10 of these.
I contend that the first Saw movie is actually really, really great.
I
Cause
do.
like
I think it was good.
there's a mystery, there's actually a story and a mystery to behold
Yes.
there, and then the ending is one of the greatest endings in horror in the last probably of this entire century, really.
Mm-hmm.
And the twist at the very end was awesome. So the
Yeah.
first one actually great, and then it just goes off the rails from there, and gets worse and worse.
Yeah. Because like nobody was doing that kind of film then. There
Yeah,
wasn't that wasn't commonplace in horror to make that kind of a film. So it did break boundaries in that way, and it did a good job. The first one was fine, and there were some like some of those iconic jigsaw traps or whatever like through the rest of the series, but it got so bloated so fast. It's like, do we really
yes.
need to be making so many of these?
Aren't they
Don't we have
making
any
another
more
one too?
ideas? I don't know. Weren't they on? They did like a jigsaw spin-off. They did all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna okay. Saw
Oh my god,
11.
they did 11. But that's if we're counting. Oh god, that's if we're counting.
That's
Okay, so
okay. So yeah, they're at
they had the
10.
Fast and Furious numbering system going on in the middle.
Yeah, Saw 3D, Jigsaw,
Bad.
Spiral,
Bad. That was the spin-off, yeah.
Saw
Bad.
X was the last one, and then
Saw
Future,
11.
Lionsgate, blah blah blah. For the first, so there's still maybe a future one, I guess.
Saw
Yeah.
11 was canceled. Okay.
Saw 11 was canceled. Thank God.
Saw 11 was canceled. I guess Blumhouse now owns the rights to Saw, and all of their movies lately have been bad, so I don't
Yeah,
expect that to come back.
true. Very true. Before we get to our next movie, I do have a bit of breaking news to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell is launching a new permanent Baja Blast flavor called Baja Midnight on August 14th, which is on Thursday this week. So I will be trying that. That sounds delicious.
Okay. You and I talked about this, but
Yeah,
I've never tried a regular Baja Blast.
yeah.
What could Baja Midnight possibly taste like? Is it like more blue or
It's
something? Is it a
purple.
different color? It's purple. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the
Let's
original
see.
was kind of like a seafoam green, huh?
Yeah.
Baja
Oh, here
Blast
we go. Baja
Midnight.
Midnight blends the familiar tropical lime taste of Baja Blast with passion fruit for a new take on the cult classic.
Okay.
I'm excited to try it.
It says
Jesus.
Taco Bell expands cult favorite Baja Blast as it doubles down on drinks. Yeah, okay, whatever.
So I will give that a try and I will report back on the next show. Um, let's continue the horror theme. I watched The Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Not good.
All right. About what I
Don't
was expecting.
don't watch it. This is this is Oz Perkins. He's over 2 for me. He's not gonna get me to watch his next movie. I did not like Long Legs. Did you watch Long Legs? I forgot.
I did. I didn't like it. What's the
Good.
what's the one he's got coming out? And it's called Keeper. Yeah, Keeper. That looks okay, but like Long Legs looked good on the trailer too.
Yeah. Yeah, The Monkey, like, again, same thing with Long Legs. Long Legs, cool premise, just not well done.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey's the same way. Really cool premise of the evil monkey that kills people. But, like, it just, yeah, it was not well directed. It just wasn't, the kills weren't interesting. It wasn't, it did not work for me whatsoever. Only thing good about
The
it,
monkey that kills people. Like you could just watch that one part of Nope if you wanted
yeah,
to see the monkey
yeah,
that kills people. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Also
Yeah,
didn't understand that part.
the only
But
part of this is Theo James plays the main guy and like he's kind of funny. But other than that, like that's it. Just yeah, it's a skip for me. I liked Final Destination Bloodlines like 10 times better than I liked this movie.
how would you rate this one in direct comparison to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? Or whatever. The new
Okay.
the new one.
Yeah. I mean I think I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is like legit one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Is is that what this one is called?
Yeah.
Or is this one just called I Know What? No, this one's just
I
called I
don't,
Know What You Did Last
yeah,
Summer.
whatever. Anyway, I like this movie probably better. I don't know if which one did I give a higher or better review to? I think it was The Monkey. Because I think I gave only like a 1.5 or something.
Oh God. Uh, yeah. Let me see. I do think you gave I Know What You Did Last Summer like a hard 2, I think. Let's see. Um,
Yeah, I gave it 2.
yeah, there you go. Okay, following. Where are you? What is your little picture? You're like not in my wall of people because I follow more people than that. Okay. Yeah, you gave that. Yeah, you gave The Monkey 2.5. Final Destination Bloodlines 3.
Yeah,
And I Know What You Did Last Summer 2.
correct.
Yeah, you stand by that. Wolfman got a 1, though.
Wolfman, even, oh, dear Lord.
My
Don't even
mom
get me
didn't like
started on
that
that one.
one. My mom didn't like that one. I think that was the one that she was trying to articulate on that previous episode of the
Yeah,
show that I made her be on, that was the one that
yes.
she didn't like. She
Yeah.
couldn't even remember the name of it. It was so forgettable.
Yeah, but you watched some more stuff too. What else did
I
you
did.
watch?
I had one more. I had the original Naked Gun. I was sort of preparing myself in case I wanted to go see the recent one. My favorite, I think, commentary on the new Naked Gun, I think this came on Twitter, that was like the strategy of casting the dude whose name alphabetically is closest to Leslie Nielsen actually paid off here. And the original is very funny. It had me laughing a couple of times. I nearly had a spit take. It was very funny. And it just the jokes per minute ratio is very
Yeah.
high. Like you said, it's like Airplane, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stupid humor, but like it's stupid humor in a way that you have to be paying attention and be paying attention to the context sometimes in order for it to like really make sense. And a lot of them will just keep going. Very funny. It was like, we won't rest until we catch who did this. Now let's grab a bite to eat. It's like just very funny. And you like the umpire bit at the end. For me, I
Yes.
think that was the only bit that felt just a little too long. Um, but I understand why it was there and what purpose it served. And I can't believe that of all teams, they would make the Queen witness an Angels baseball game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. You and I both don't like the Dodgers, but take her to
Mm-hmm.
a Dodgers game for God's
Yeah.
sake.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you like you like the original, you're gonna like the new one as well. Big
Yeah,
fan. So funny.
yeah, I think so. I was sort of preparing to get into that same headspace. I mean, this one starts out so strong. Like just right off the bat, it has that whole opening scene where he like wipes off Gorbachev's birthmark, and then and it's the car driving, just the
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
aerial shot of the siren as the car is driving, and then the car starts driving through houses, and the car starts driving like crashing into things, and then the whole gag the rest of the time is that every time he's driving he crashes into something.
Yeah.
It's like this dude might be worse at driving than Madam Web, and I'm not sure I was prepared to deal with that. Yeah, very good, very funny. I gave it 4 stars, and I think I said something to the effect of that. I think that the script they gave Leslie Nielsen just had the word improv on it, and it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, more of that.
Correct. I don't remember if I've actually. I think I've seen the two sequels to them too, and the two sequels are a little bit more hit and miss.
Mm.
Um, but I think they're available for free on like Pluto or something, so I
Mm-hmm.
can go
Yeah, I
watch
think
those.
they're
I'm
on Tubi or Pluto or something
because I
right
haven't
now.
watched the originals in a long time, so I need to go back and rewatch them. Um, but
Two and a
yeah, so
half is on Hulu, Sling, or the Roku channel. Uh, 33 and a half is on the same networks with also Fubo TV. Literally every time I name one of these, I can't help but think about that one post that's like, it's on Gumby, it's on Fuvo, it's on, yeah, and people just making up streaming service
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
That's like, it's on Gibi, obviously. Yeah, this
That
is
was a good bit.
stupid. This is
That
stupid.
was a good bit.
We're literally going to attain cable 2.0
Yeah.
faster than we can even imagine.
There's a new one now too. Did you? There is a new one. Is if you go on Roku, it's like a Roku service.
Hmm.
Um, and it's called where is it? It's gotta be on here somewhere. Oh hell, I can't find it. No. What the hell? Anyway, uh, what the hell is it called? Damn it. Yeah, it's like it is legit like a brand new Red Bull TV. Um,
Great, sign me up.
I can't remember what the hell it's called, but it's like yeah, is they put out their own service that you could pay for, and I forget what it's called now too. But
I found the original post. It says, "Have you seen the new show? It's on Tubu. It's literally on Hibi. It's on Pootie with ads. It's literally on Dippy. You could probably find it on Weeno. Dude, it's on Gumpy. It's a Phoebo original. It's on Poob. You can watch it on Poob. You can go to Poob and watch it. Dive into Poob. You can Poob it. Poob has it for you." And then somebody in the post below it just says, "Are you high?" And the original poster goes, "I'm actually one of the dozens of people worldwide who make jokes on purpose." But that's how I feel to articulate to anybody, to a soul on earth, on any network that's not Netflix, Hulu, or Disney Plus.
yeah,
I feel like that. I feel the spirit of that post wanting to escape when I have to tell somebody that something is on Fubo.
yeah.
Please.
uh, all right. Well, we can wrap the show. I have a little bit of a rant to share.
Yeah,
Um,
let's do it.
so my TikTok algorithm all of a sudden is awash with a particular type of sports memorabilia person,
Okay.
and it is something called breaks. Are you familiar with what this is called? What this is?
Um, I mean, I'm familiar with like, because I used to work in trading cards briefly, but it's like if you, like a box break is like somebody who is like the main seller will buy like a case or a box of trading cards, and then people can pay to get in on the break and like buy a team or be assigned a team, and then whatever comes out of that box that's from that team then goes to that person, and it's sort of randomized, and like you may get something good or you may get nothing.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. I was not aware of what this exactly was until this week, and
Mm.
it keeps showing up on my damn feed. And every time I see them, I'm like, scam, scam, scam. I'm like,
Mm.
you idiots are, because it's like it is. It's like you pay $25 to get in. You have like a 1 in 10 chance to win this like autographed helmet, which is probably worth like $400 or something. Not as
Sure.
expensive as they want you to believe it is, and then they're like, and then they make all the goddamn money, so they come out like a bandit because
They do, because
um
the boxes are expensive, but they're not nearly as expensive. It's like, especially if it's NFL or something that's like a lot of teams. Like, say you have an NHL case break and it's like 32 teams, right?
yeah,
The box might be $150 and you have a
yeah,
chance to get a one of one jersey card, but you can sell a team for $10 a piece out of the 32 teams, get everybody signed up, and you're already doubling your profit
it's
if you
crazy.
start at $10.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. It's literally it's a scam. It literally is a scam. And every time I'm seeing, I'm like, you idiots! People actually think this is a smart way to buy sports memorabilia.
Yeah, most times it's cheaper to just go get it yourself on eBay.
You can make so much more money if you just invest in buying that card or that helmet or that. Like I've been diving. I didn't realize this, but I've been diving back into the. I think I mentioned to you a little bit, but like the NASCAR diecast side of things,
Hmm.
and I didn't realize, even though that's a really niche part of the collector spectrum, like you buy the right car and you hold on to it for a bit, you can make a decent amount of money on that. So, um, and I was over at my parents' house recently, and I got a whole bunch of unopened baseball cards from the late 80s and the early 90s. And so I've been selling those on eBay to decent success. And so like I'm like, these cards have been sitting in my parents' garage for 30 years. And so I was like, oh, you want $20 for this? Cool. Have it.
Yeah. Please
I
take
got
it.
no
Yep.
I got no use for it. So
Yeah.
I literally have like, I don't know, probably at least a dozen boxes of these things that I'm trying to go through and sell, and I've sold two of them already. So we're making my way through those. Like, just go and buy that instead of trying to go in on these scam websites where you can have a chance to win something cool. So
Right. I
that's my
mean,
rant for the day.
it is what it is. Like if you're interested in the suspense of watching someone do the box break, okay, sure, I guess I get it. But like buy the box yourself, dang it, and then,
Yeah,
sell off the cards you don't want or something. Like just there's tons of ways to do it that don't involve you giving money to people whose job it is to buy and sell cards.
yeah,
Just buy it yourself if you want a
yeah.
card, dang it.
It's like it's this is. I just want to give you a little bit of insight to this diecast community that I have
Hmm.
dove into a little bit.
Oh,
There's a
speaking of
guy.
which, did you get the diecast of the lizard car?
No,
They need to make that. I'm
they
so
should.
serious.
They
They should
should.
make that. Somebody was
Um,
running a lizard car at, was this at
yes,
Watkins Glen?
it
Or was
was at
this at,
Watkins Glen. Yeah,
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 crazy, crazy. NASCAR put the lizard on a car.
yes. Um, and so yeah, so there's this guy, and he'll just, I kid you not, like I was watching a stream on Whatnot recently, and this
Hmm.
dude just like bought a $700 mystery box, and then he went back and he bought like another $500 mystery box. $1,200 spent just like that, willy nilly. But the kicker to that is he was like, "Hey, that $500 I just spent, go and give that away to somebody else."
What?
I'm like, what do these people do for work? And this same guy comes in, and not to like hate on the guy, like I'm sure it's cool. Like I love collecting stuff too. Don't get me wrong, but like
Yeah.
you gotta have some expendable money. I'm like, man, what do you do for work? Can you hire us, please?
Right.
We're open.
Can we temp for you or like part time or
Yeah, so
per
that way we
diem
can
or
fund our
something?
tickets to the Grand Prix next year. You know?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's what people choose to spend their money on. You and I
Yeah,
spend it going to places for concerts and
yeah,
going to
yeah.
Comic Con and whatever else. And some people spend it on NASCAR diecasts and trading cards.
Hmm.
We are not the same, but if it makes you happy, I suppose.
Yeah,
Because you
right.
can't take it with you.
Yeah,
I won't judge people who spend money on experiences for themselves because a lot of times, like, if that's what makes you happy, fine, because
yeah.
you may not get that experience again.
Correct.
People who travel the world on their income, like, I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you get to see all of that.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. That's a wrap on this show. By the time you see this, Jordan will be driving to Chicago, is my guess.
I think I'll be there because I want to say doors are at 6, and we usually drop this at 6 Eastern.
Yeah, correct.
So I no, actually an hour behind, but I will hopefully still be there. I'm gonna maybe try and kick a nap before the show just
Yeah.
to be on my best behavior and stay awake.
Red Bull and inshallah.
Yep, it's about that time.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this week. We will talk to you again next week, and we'll get a full report on Hot Tate Summer from the United Center. Will Tate lose a shoe? Will she explode
Over,
on
over
stage?
under on shoes. Yeah.
We will find out. Follow us at OHOBC Pod for your memes and such. And then, yeah, we'll talk to you soon. See you later, everybody. Goodbye.